Have you ever thought that you're stuck in a cycle of never-ending mistakes? Really, it just seems like you're powerless to really your own destiny in life. In 2014, a text message from some random person forced me to take a harsh look at my life and to see the obvious truth that I had zero control over my circumstances whatsoever. But to be honest, this one moment really led to the spark and beginning of my journey as a barber. Today, I'm going to share with you the tools that people like Charlie Munger or even Elon Musk, the great businessmen, have used to take control back of their life, unlock their full potential, and literally shape the world around them. And I know you might be thinking, well, dude, I'm just a barber. What does this have to do with me whatsoever? Well, I'm going to show you how I applied these same principles as a quote unquote dumb barber, so you can take control back of your life, start seeing results in your business, and really grow to the person that you know you can become. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to take charge back in your life. Break free from those chains of mediocrity and awaken that beast, that sleeping giant that's inside of you, waiting. Whether you're running a business, perfecting the art of barbering, or simply just becoming a better version, a better man of yourself. To start, we got to ask a question. What are mental models? Mental models are really just frameworks and simplified representations of how things work. They really just help us make sense of the world, make decisions, and solve problems by giving a structured way to a complex problem. By using these, we can analyze a ton of information, make better decisions, not just in business, but also just in everyday life. This could be relationships, decisions on our health, or even just our hobbies that we decide to take up on a day-to-day basis. Now, there's a plethora of mental models. You can Google all of these, but I really think the one that's going to serve you the best today, and the one I still use every single day, is going to be the mental model of second and third order consequences. Now, focusing on second and third consequences as a barber means this. It's not about right now. It's about the bigger picture. By considering just those ripple effects of our choices, we can make better decisions for the long term. It helps us think more strategically, not like chess, but more in a checker standpoint. By using second and third order consequences, we stop thinking in just what's going to happen immediately after we take an action on things, and we try to see that chain reaction that can occur from our initial choice and what that will eventually bring back to us in the long term. Imagine it this way. Say it's early in the morning, your alarm goes off, and you decide to hit the snooze button. The second order consequence is, well, now you might be late for work, which might cause you stress, might cause you to rush in the morning. The third order consequence of this is you might either be running late to your first appointment or just might miss that first appointment altogether, leading to that client now feeling like they can, in the future, miss or be running late to your appointment since you're not respecting their time. Lose the client altogether because the client's kind of fed up with you always running late. And I want to emphasize this to you, every single one of your small decisions will lead to long-lasting effects and consequences down the road. Now, by using second and third order consequences in our favor, we can make smarter decisions, avoid problems, and create solutions that actually last longer for us as barbers. Now, let's go over how you can start applying this in 4 steps in your life today. Step 1, identify where you're struggling at the most. You just really want to think about the actions and the habits that are causing these effects on your life. Step 2, quickly jot down the second and third order consequences of continuing to do these actions that lead to your current struggles. And I want you to really think about not just how they're affecting you right now, but how are they going to affect you 6 months, 12 months, 5 years from now, your second and third order consequences. Think as far out as you can. Step 3, now I want you to brainstorm a new pathway or a different option like I did. And I want you to really critically think on this third option. What could you do to get the actual result that you desire in life? Write that new approach down right now. Step 4, write out the second and third order consequences of going in that third option and that new way that aligns with you more. And really just consider how will doing this different option affect your life for the better or for worse, hopefully for better, and the second and third order consequences in the long term. Think about all these 3 options. Which one is the best pathway for you to take that's going to allow you to get that long-term growth? Because look, 5 years from now, you're going to be someplace. You're going to be in some reality. You're going to meet the person you 5 years at some point in time. What do you want to show up as? And how do you want to be living your life? By doing this 4-step process, you're actually going to design where you're going to end up at in the next 5 years instead of just aimlessly wandering around. Now that you have that, you actually have a good idea and a pathway that you need to go with your life right now. Now, alongside this, here's 5 other practices that you can start implementing in your life to start thinking a little more clear in the second and third order consequences. First, put it simply, it's just going to be pause and reflect. Whenever you're gonna make a decision on anything, could be like sleeping in, your diet preferences, or whatever else, pause and reflect on the immediate outcomes that action will bring you back in the short term, as well as the long-term second and third order consequences. Number 2, ask what if. Now you want to consider all the different scenarios or different actions you could take and ask yourself, what if I take this action? What would be the consequence to this? What could happen next? And then after that, what would happen after that? And so on and so forth. Number 3, identify ripple effects. Think about how this one decision or other decisions could impact other areas of your life. This could be in relationships, work, health, any of those things. And you really want to focus not only on the positives, but also the negative effects as well too. Number 4, seek feedback. Discuss your decision with people that you trust, whether it be a mentor, whether it be friends, just somebody who can help you think clearly and kind of be like a sounding board on your ideas. I always prefer to get different perspectives on things, to look at things in a little bit different angle or see how somebody else would see things, because it can literally clear up any unawareness that I have on a certain situation or help me think through a little bit more clearly on things I just can't see for myself. Number 5, make adjustments. Now, based on your reflections and feedback, you want to make necessary adjustments to your initial decision based on, the results you're getting back. Maybe they're not as favorable as you would like to really stop and negate any more negative feedback or negative results that are coming from that initial action you're taking. And really think about, okay, cool, what different decisions can I make and adjustments can I make to enhance more positive results in my life? By just following these simple steps, you can incorporate second and third order consequence thinking into your everyday life and make your decision making more thoughtful, more strategic, that can literally change the results that you see in your life. Now, here are some triggers that you can watch out for that will let you know, hey, you're not thinking second, third order consequences and you're kind of just being reactive. Number 1, you have a short-term focus, meaning you're seeking constant instant gratification from things without considering the long-term implications of them. Think of drinking alcohol every single day. Yeah, you might like the feeling of, drinking alcohol, but long-term wise, your liver, your internal organs, are gonna be shot. Number 2, reactive decision making. This means you make decisions impulsively without thinking through exactly, what's gonna happen, second, third, or consequences whatsoever. Number 3, you repeatedly make mistakes. If you're facing recurring problems or setbacks, it could mean, again, too, you're not thinking things through or just taking your time of okay, what could happen next from this decision? What about afterwards? Next is going to be lack of planning. This is where you engage in activities without really strategical thinking or consider the ripple effects of your decisions in the long term. Number 5, you have difficulty in adapting. This can occur when you struggle to navigate through, consequences that continually pop up that weren't thought through of, or just things that happen and you didn't even expect them to happen whatsoever, because again too, you weren't thinking second, third order consequences. Now, if any of these pop up in your day-to-day life, it's a good indication that you're not thinking through in your second, third order consequences and to start making changes in the here and now. So by now in this video series, you've learned how to market your business on social media, you've learned how to raise your prices and how to think about raising prices, how to track and manage income, and also how to make better business decisions to grow your business in 2024. In this next video, I'm going to really show you how to ramp up your social media with this one simple strategy that no barber is taking advantage of.